And I'm Deveter, and you're listening to
Let's
Chat.
Hey, Mommy.
Hi, Leah.
How's it hanging?
Pretty good. How about you?
That's all right.
Welcome back to another episode of Let's Chat.
Yeah, facts.
Rhea Facts. How you been?
Okay.
Just okay. Today you took a mental health day.
Yeah,
What was that about?
I just did not. After last night,
What happened last night?
Mommy,
Mhm.
and people here, what tuning in,
People listening.
Last night, it was a good day that day.
It was a
School
good
was
day.
nice. We won the football game, all hype and whatnot.
Woohoo, go
And then
Falcons.
I got home, and everything went downhill.
What happened?
Because I've realized that I have like 3 major assignments due.
Can we talk about those assignments?
No.
Oh, because you don't want to talk about the fact that you had plenty of time to get those assignments done.
Okay, let me explain it then.
Explain.
Okay.
Mhm.
So it is an independent reading book project.
Okay.
Right? It's like a book report, but supposed to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
She gave us from October 4th.
October what?
4th.
Okay, and what was yesterday?
To November 4th.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me finish.
I'm letting you.
When she gave us the project,
Mm-hmm.
she gave us mad tests, mad essays, all this other work, 2 other PowerPoint projects to do in between that time frame, never talking about the independent reading book project.
Okay, so it's our teacher's fault that she gave us an assignment a month ago, gave us a due date for that assignment, let us know exactly what we needed to do, but in the midst of that, you still were having to do regular classwork.
Let me continue.
Okay.
Now, when she gave us the assignment, we were already confused because you know how Teams, it's kind of like Google Classroom but like harder. It gives directions, like the teacher can put in the directions. I read those directions 25 times, and I
25.
still did not understand it. I asked all my friends that had her, and they're like, no one knows what this is about. So, with that, we started asking her questions, and she was giving, like, answers that didn't make any sense. I can't find the right word for that.
Okay.
But, like, the answers didn't correlate with her questions. She just went on about it's supposed to be fun. Like,
Okay.
how is it supposed to be fun? Like, what does that even mean? And the examples that she showed, she didn't, like, share with us again. Like, it was a one-time thing. And so we didn't get a chance to, like, grasp it because she was going mad fast. And she was like, okay, you don't need to know this part. Like, what, bro? Anyway.
I'm sure you didn't say, like, what bro to your teacher.
My face did.
Okay. What does the, like, what bro face look like?
Like, cause no, what are you doing? Anyway. So now, the people that I talked to, like my classmates and my friends that had her, that week, so this week, we were like asking around, like, how many slides you guys have, what are you doing for it, whatever. And again, people are using that month time to finish reading their book. Half of the people didn't finish reading their book. So it was like, and on Thursday, my people were like, I only have 3 slides.
How many slides were required?
She said there could be any amount of slides.
Okay.
And we're like, no one's trying to, because everyone has to present, no one's trying to present for that long. Like, anyway.
Anyway, so you were stressed out.
Yeah. And it was due at 11:59 p.m. In between that, I had to do my science homework. That was pretty rough. And my math just didn't want to be done because it wasn't letting me write on it.
It didn't want to be done.
I don't think that's right grammar, but who cares?
Okay.
The printer wasn't printing. So I just called it a day. Went to bed at 12:02.
Go, what did you get done?
The projects and my science homework.
Okay, and what happened to math?
It just didn't happen.
It didn't. So what are we going to do?
Make it up one of these days.
We have to make it up.
Because the marking period isn't over until like next week. Okay. What can you do?
Well, we want to continue to keep our scores the way in which they are, which are very, very good, I must say. I'm proud of you. Happy that your scores are good. But that is a interesting learning how to prioritize and learning how to, in spite of having multiple tasks that are due, making sure that you do everything that needs to be done in a timely fashion. And some, I understand, not having enough information to help you finish what you need done. Why is your nose on the microphone?
I don't know.
Okay, let's not do that. Oh boy. Welcome to another edition of Let's Chat with Leah and Deveter. And I just wanted to check in with Leah and see how she was doing. But our topic today is honesty.
Oh, we're doing that?
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
We're going to talk about honesty. So I posted on my Facebook page, is there a difference between honesty and
Withholding the truth.
withholding the truth? Is there a difference between honesty and withholding the truth? What is honesty, Leah?
Honesty is like an action or a verb of of like an adjective, honest.
Mm-hmm.
It's telling like the truth all the time. Well, not all the time, but being able to tell the truth and like be believable, type of thing.
Being honest. Do you think that honesty is the best policy? Have you ever heard that before?
I mean, yeah, I guess so. Like, unless it's gonna hurt someone's feelings. Well, okay. With that,
Yes.
sometimes you just have to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But like sometimes, don't say everything.
So is that withholding the truth?
Yeah.
And is that a lie?
Eh.
I mean, it's definitely something to think about. What is honesty? So we've already defined honesty as being truthful, telling the truth often, more often than not. So being honest with what you're doing, what you're thinking, how you're feeling, being honest about those things is important. But withholding the truth, give me an example of what withholding the truth could be.
I can't even think right now.
You can't think of an example of withholding the truth?
Like,
you gave me an example earlier.
asking someone how their day was,
Mm-hmm.
and like them saying it was all good, but like finding out that they got beat up or something. Like,
So is that withholding the truth or is that lying?
same thing.
It's the same thing. I agree. I think that withholding the truth and lying in almost all instances is the same thing. And I think that it's not always easy to be completely honest. Go ahead.
Well, when I think of withholding the truth, I think of like with that beating up scenario, it's like telling someone like, my day was okay, but something's happened.
Okay.
Like,
that's what you consider withholding
yeah.
the truth. Okay.
Like, I want to tell you I got beat up, but like something happened.
Something happened. So I don't think that that's lying because you did say something happened,
Exactly.
but you're not giving
The
all
whole
the
truth.
information. The whole truth. Why do you think it's important to give the whole truth? Do you think it's necessary to give the whole truth?
It really depends on the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if it's going to affect you terribly in the future, then maybe you should, like, tell the whole truth.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, that's something for you to decide for real. Like,
so it's an individual thing.
Yeah. Sometimes we withholding the truth these days. Sometimes we telling everything. It really depends on the person who you're telling it to.
Okay. Do you withhold the truth from me?
Sometimes.
Leah, in what instances? When do you say, I'm not telling mommy this whole thing? When you think that I'm going to be disappointed?
Not in me. Well, like, like, I mean, I don't do anything like that. Mm-hmm. So I'm just there to witness it.
So you are the witness. You see what be going down.
Yeah.
And you don't always tell the whole story of what happened.
Yes.
Interesting.
Because, sometimes I'm not a snitch.
Okay.
So I got to be saving my people.
Well, sometimes,
unless it's, like, needed. Okay. Like, unless they're going to go to jail, then.
Right. Like, it's important to tell, what you know and what you have witnessed when someone's life is in jeopardy or someone's freedom is in jeopardy. I think it's important that you are mindful of being completely honest and transparent if asked. Maybe not be the person who's like the first one to run up and be like, look, such and such happened. You don't want to be like, known as that person.
I don't tell anyone anything unless they ask.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Honesty is the best policy, though. So when it comes to you, I want you to be honest with me.
All right.
You can tell me anything. I might be saddened or upset or I might yell at you or something. But just be honest
All right.
with me
Okay.
at all times.
Okay.
I'm serious.
I know you are.
Okay, just making sure. Leah.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. How long have we been podcasting now?
Like a year?
A year. I have really, honestly, and truthfully enjoyed the time that we have spent talking openly. You know, we definitely talk on a regular basis, but being able to record these conversations, I feel like when you turn 21 and you look back and say, me and my mom have always talked, it's going to make me cry. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
You know, I get real emotional and whatnot.
Yes.
But we definitely wanted to just talk about honesty and how important it is as teenagers to be honest, not only with your parents and your peers, but with yourself.
Yeah, facts.
What does that mean to you, being honest with yourself?
Like, not denying feelings or, like, things that are, like, going on in your mind. Like, sometimes you just gotta be like, okay, that's true. Like, that actually happened. Like, you can't be lying to yourself, you know? You know, should be like, okay.
How do you think people lie to themselves?
I do it all the time.
Oh, jeez. When do you lie to yourself? You're hilarious.
No, because like yesterday when I was stressed out, like pacing my room, like all this stuff, like I'm okay, I'm fine. You're not okay and you're not fine. Go sit down somewhere. Like what you doing?
Yeah.
Right.
So what happens in those instances where you? So I don't know if that's lying to yourself as much as it is trying to encourage yourself.
Yeah.
So sometimes, I'll believe sometimes things don't look as good in front of you, but you know what the end is going to be. You're like, I know I have to finish this project. So I know at the end of this, I'm going to be done with it, right?
Okay.
So right in the middle, I'm stressed out and I'm pacing and going crazy, but I know that there's going to be an end to this. So I'm okay. I'm going to be all right. I'm going to be all right. I'm going to be all right. It's fine to say that. I don't think that that's lying to yourself.
And like sometimes it's just like looking at outfits. So like when you first did this, I was like, I'm gonna like this is terrible. Like I was so tight. Then like I let it go on me, you know. It's like okay, I have to deal with it.
You have to deal with it because you asked for it.
I know, but the thing is, the girl in the video didn't have as much hair as me, and I'm like, yo, this is so like not fair, you know, like.
Listen, yeah, and that's an honesty point there, like knowing that okay, it might look good on that model in that commercial, or it might look good on that person in that tutorial, but will that work for me? And you have to be honest with yourself, like that's cute, but it might not be for me, and that's okay. That's all right.
Sadly, because it's so hype. And with clothes, too. I feel like this is gonna look so good, and it doesn't look good. I'm like, whoa, it's disappointing.
To thine own self be true. So honesty goes in so many different ways. So you have to be honest to yourself. You have to be honest about your feelings with yourself. Like you said, you could be feeling one way and you trying to lie to yourself and, oh, no, I don't feel that way, knowing good and well that you do. Yeah. And it's okay. Be honest with yourself. And I feel like when you're honest with yourself, you can be honest with others, right? Because you know what that feels like and what it looks like to be honest, right?
Back to withholding, because I was just thinking about something too, like jealousy. Like how that kind of goes with honesty too. Like, let's say I'm jealous of someone, like I'm not gonna tell them that. Like that would be withholding. Like I'm not gonna be like, I wish I had your life. Like what? Well, that's such a weird thing to say. Like,
do you think that there are people who wish they had your life?
Probably, but I hope not.
Why? Your life is pretty all right.
My life is chill. It's just like. Me? Like what?
You never know. You would be surprised how many people wish they were in your shoes. You would be surprised. So, yeah, withholding and lying are very, very close. They're very, very close. They're very, very close. And something to definitely ponder and to think about. Right? So I hope that everyone listening learned a little bit about who Leah and I are. We definitely value honesty, not only outwardly, but within ourselves. It's so important to be honest about your thoughts, your feelings, your opinions. And you know what? Sometimes your honesty is not going to be appreciated, or it definitely won't be appreciated always. It won't be respected at times. And guess what? That's okay, because your truth is your truth. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this edition of Let's Chat with Leah and Deveter. I am Lee. Who am I?
Deveter.
I am Deveter. And who are you?
Leah.
She is Leah, and you've been listening to
Let's Chat.
Thanks so much for listening. Please check us out on social media. You can find us on Instagram
at Let's Chat _podcast.
There you go. And we also have a YouTube channel, so please be sure to check us out on YouTube. Let's Chat with Leah and Deveter. Until next time, bye-bye.